Okay, welcome to Solidray, my beloved friends. Solidray seeks to become a leading ecosystem for all utilities. That includes a Web3 social media app, a multi-chain wallet with decentralized application functionality. We also have the NFT marketplace, which I suppose you have heard a while ago about what Nas Daily has been featuring, a guy who was so fascinated with NFT, and you are talking about those remarkable prices in crypto over the course of the NFT project, which really blows your mind away. We also have the decentralized exchange, a launch pad, which is actually a hibernating place which our ecosystem allocates for people who are so crazy enough to develop and enhance their craziness in terms of innovation and technology geared towards the Web3. So this, we also have that working space. For those who have gifted minds, brilliant minds, beautiful minds, you can and you will and we will support that beautiful minds, because we have an incubator place for that, which we call our launchpad. It will become a platform for safe place to communicate and use cryptocurrencies, and will meet most of the needs of crypto community. The transparent user interface will make the process of interaction with our ecosystem simple and comfortable. All this will create a unique client experience in the crypto world. This is what Solidray is all about. This is what our ecosystem is all about. The solid ray of opportunity. Once it strikes you, and once you are part of this as a subscription in our ecosystem, opportunities will just burn you away. Burn meaning on a positive side, not on the negative side. So our mission is to create a safe space for blockchain community. So Solidray, our community, we don't create any prejudice on other people who are holding crypto, because number one, we welcome them. We create a positive solution. We create a co-working space where crypto and fiat coexist. We will create a perfect solution for both small and medium enterprise. That is why we strive that every city and every country, we will register our solid social Web3 media platform. So I will be explaining this later on, and will be expounding and will expound more of the highlights of our solid social under Web3. Of course, our project is being audited by a third party, of which I would want you also to check it out. It's solidproof.io. This is our third party that audits us. It is very important that a project has to be cleared with a third-party authenticator. So that good thing about that, our solid ecosystem, our solid proof token, our solid ideas and projects has passed this auditing and KYC by solidproof.io. Again, I want you to check it out. www.solidproof.io. Check this third party, how credible they are, and how we will be credible because of we pass their test and audit on the know your customer status. So that is very important in our project, because we want to stay long term. We want to be the pioneer in Web3, and that is part of our journey in the Web3, NFT, and the booming technology of the internet. Now, the purpose of KYC, my beloved friends who are attending right now in this ICO Zoom Plus, is that KYC allows to conclude that our company complies with security standards and stands that it doesn't support against fraud, money laundering, and terrorist financing. So it is just but important that you know this third-party company that audits us. Now, again, I welcome you tonight for our ICO. We are still on round one, and this presentation talks about the importance of a token, especially on the Solidray project. Now, in our ecosystem, our flagship or our #1 feature presentation is the Web3 social media platform. The Solidray Web3 social media platform we seek to be the first in this Web3 social media, putting much functionality on our platform, creating a wide array of solutions for both small, medium, and corporate enterprise, for people who have skills, for people who want to know people, for people who want to connect to people. This Web3 social media platform works as a positive solution to all people regardless of kindred and tongue. Why? Because we will register our Solid Social in all cities and nationalities, promoting their own language, creating an atmosphere of like-minded individual that they feel comfortable within this Web3 social media Solidray ecosystem. Now, we all know for a fact that the social media is now raking the internet by storm, and you just don't know that this Web3 social media is on the category of Web2. I am talking of Twitter, I am talking of Facebook, I am talking of LinkedIn, I'm talking of all these TikTok or Instagram. These are all Web2. What we seek is to be the first in Web3, and I will walk you down the footsteps of what is Web3 and how Web3 can change our lives, both financially, technologically, and innovation. I will let you go through with that during this presentation tonight. So if you notice, in America, there are more than 27% who are dependent on the social media. In the UK, there is 27%. Australia has 30%. Canada has 31%. India has 47%. So if you notice, right now, the Facebook is raking by the millions. Why? Because Facebook, although Facebook provides a free subscription for all those who would want to be part on social media, so you can open Facebook account, it's free. There's no charge to it. But should you want to be very productive and should you want to maximize Facebook, then free is not an option. You need to pay as a subscriber in Facebook, so that Facebook will now promote you on all those subscribers who put in their interest and interest on views prior to their sign up in Facebook. So if you notice, when you sign up in Facebook, there is a questionnaire that would say, would you be very interested on travel? Then you click on that. Would you be very interested on sports? Then you also click on that. Would you be very interested on outdoor activity, cars, guns? Would you be interested on marketing, on exercise, on all those things? Those simple questions you might not notice. When you click it, there will be pop-up informations coming. Why? Because you click on that as part of your interest. Now, these groups of interest, Facebook will now have a counter for views on that, and then they will now share that to merchants who would love to purchase eyeball exposure, so that whatever they are selling, it can come across. So can you imagine how much Facebook is earning? And then and then at one point, the subscribers also, you can provide content on your Facebook, even though it's free. People would love to view it. They will click on the link on the like button and stuff like that. And once Facebook likes it, Facebook will now start to monetize your posting. They will now give you percentage of what they earn based on advertising exposure. So that's how Facebook is earning. And can you imagine how much is that by the millions? So on the Web3 category, all of those will be run with smart contracts. All of the monetization process will be paid by tokens. and will be paid by coins, because the Web3 will now a cradle for coins and cryptos because it is decentralized. The good thing about Web3 is that you will be posting records, pictures, views in connection with the smart contract. So if there is, if what you are posting is not within the smart contract terms, you cannot be able to post it. The good thing about the decentralization in Web3 is that there is no such thing as support. There will be no such thing as that, because everything is run and governed by decentralization. With Facebook, they can shut you down. But with Web3, you cannot be shut down because, like I said, it is completely decentralized. Now, second feature of our ecosystem is the NFT marketplace. I know you must have heard about the video that was being played a while ago about this couple featured by Nas Daily. They were holding NFTs. And if you notice, they now own an NFT museum gallery in their Facebook metaverse. So if you take much keen observation on Facebook, towards the end portion of your page, it is there is a saying that says powered by metaverse. What is this metaverse? Metaverse is the level up of Facebook wherein you will be buying visors so that you can now, you will not just be looking, but you will be inside that virtual reality, which is metaverse. And that virtual reality now, should that be your home, you will end up decorating it. Those decorations, you will be buying it in the NFT marketplace. The good thing about that, because our ecosystem provides that NFT marketplace. So if you have children as young as 5 years old, 4 years old, who would love to draw something like patterns and squares and stuff like that, I encourage you, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, or cousins, if you love them and support the way they draw, buy for themselves a Wacom. Wacom is like there is sizes like as big as an A3. Your children can draw, then you can save that, because there will be people who would love to collect drawings from a 4-year-old, interpretations from a 6-year-old. They would love to collect that. And if it happens to be your son or your kid or your daughter, you can now have the chance to place it on our metaverse, in our NFT marketplace. Put a price to it. If somebody as crazy as you will buy it and place it on their own metaverse place in Facebook, then they will be paying you in crypto. The good thing about that, once a transaction is made, portions of that transaction, which is in gas fee or in subscription form, will be awarded to our Solidray token. That means every time there is a transaction going on in our Solidray social under the NFT marketplace, a huge potential of income will now add to our liquidity. So NFT is not a complicated thing. If you are new to crypto, just picture yourself, you are going to the mall, you are buying things there. The only difference is it's virtual. While you go to the mall, everything is in reality, that you hold a picture, you grab the picture, bring it to your place. But this time the NFT is on the virtual mode. The good thing about NFT, it will be you who will create the price. Like what I said, if you are crazy, you create that price. And if there's another crazy guy who as crazy as you wants to buy it, then it's time for the crazy stuff to go crazy. So that's it. That's it. That's our second feature in our ecosystem. Now, we also have the Ray Wallet. The Ray Wallet functions exactly the same as the Trust Wallet. So if you're familiar with the Trust Wallet or the Metaverse, we also have our own. We also have our own Ray Wallet. The good thing about this Ray Wallet is that it is compatible to multi-chain decentralized wallet. It has an NFT storage. It also allows investors, people who are investing on NFT or on crypto, which you place on your Ray Wallet. It can track cross-chain investments in one platform. There will be staking also attached to it. Of course, there will be swapping from the system that will deploy on the EVM virtual Ethereum virtual machine. Why is it EVM? Because Ethereum is the father of smart contract. And our token supports the smart contract category under the Binance Smart Chain. Because of interoperability, our Ray wallet will now work on a multi-chain decentralized wallet. Of course, this wallet has also a feature of a decentralized exchange, wherein you can also create a P2P or payment or peer-to-peer payment. Now, the P2P works exactly this works a solution for both skills and merchants. So if I'm a merchant and I would love to collect cryptos because I'm selling something, for me it would be a 100% zero transaction fees. If what I do, I will accept. If I'm selling, for example, rice in the Philippines, and I would say, right now I accept crypto, and those cryptos that I would want, I will convert that into the products that I sell. So if I want to own Ethereum, I can use the DEX of our Ray wallet and then create a QR code and then accept that in exchange for rice. If I would love to own Shiba Inu, I can also do that. If I would love to own AZNT, I can also do that. If I would love to own SRT, I can also do that. If I would love whatever cryptos that I would love to hold, if I am a merchant with P2P, I can do that because once it is in the blockchain. So once your token is in the blockchain, you can do whatever you want because it is decentralized. So that's the beauty of our decentralized exchange. Now, our platform, this decentralized platform, we have the utmost privacy. There is no need for you to go on KYC and ID verification in our platform. Why? Because we support the decentralization. There is no regulatory functions in our platform because this is 100% crypto. Now, regulations will only apply to countries. Take note of this. Countries who would want to accept crypto to their own fiat, that's the time a regulatory function is applied. So, but for people who doesn't want to convert crypto into fiat, there will be no regulatory function attached to it because number one, the crypto is in your phone. So, but of course, it depends also on that country. Should you pass by their IP address or whatever, if they embed it to that matter, then of course, there will be minimal charges attached to it. Now, all tokens can be traded and there is no data loss. This is our ecosystem. Now, the fourth feature is our launchpad. Like I said a while ago, it is an incubator, or it is a perfect place for crazy-minded people with beautiful minds towards innovation and technology that supports Web3. Crazy means because the normal people cannot adhere and cannot adapt to what you're thinking because you are too fast. Once the normal people already understood what you are doing, I would say it is late for those who understood to purchase the coin. Why? Because when the normal people understands crypto, I know for a fact that that crypto holds value already. Example, nobody understands Bitcoin 10 years ago. Normal people always brand that Bitcoin is a scam. Countries always brand that Bitcoin is a scam. But when Bitcoin reaches a value of 2 million pesos and regular people now starts to talk about Bitcoin and blah, 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 the thing is it's too late for them to purchase because the value already shoots up. That is same goes through with our SRT token. For those people who don't understand, I don't want to spend so much time stressing my time to you for you to understand. No. What I will do, I'll just give you the points and facts and figures. You go ahead and figure it out. Why? Because for me, convincing you is not my cup of tea. Why? Because if I spend so much convincing you and I miss the chance to own so much token, the moment you understand, it will be too late for me to hold tokens because those tokens already have value. So right now, if you are new here, if you are new to our ICO or to this information, what I will do is I will give you points to consider. I will give you facts to consider. Do not buy SRT if you don't understand what SRT is. Do not buy SRT if you think SRT will reach $1, $2, 2 to 3 months from now, because that is not how it is. If you want to earn and if you want to ride the leap of opportunity towards the Solidray token and be part of the Solidray evolution, you need to have a projection between 2 to 3 years time. That is your goal and your what is this and your activity journey towards us. Why? Because Solidray is long term. Solidray is not just here today and gone tomorrow. No. Solidray wants to be the first on Web3 social media. Can you imagine what it is? Web3 social media will be the next Facebook on what you are looking at right now. We will be applying licenses to all countries and all cities because we would want to launch the Web3 social media as a common sense solution to both people, small and medium enterprise. That is what we want to perceive and dream about. That is what we also want in our ICO. ICO means initial coin offer. The coins that we will be getting, we will use it to enhance the program and the potential of this project. Because it is an ICO, you, the owner of the ICO, will be part of that. You will be part of this phenomenon. You will be part of this Web3 phenomenon. So this is the beauty of our launchpad. For people who understands the beauty of Solidray and who would want to sit on the front seat, who would want to hold $5,000 worth of SRT token, the level of understanding generates $5,000 so they hold that much in token value. I don't know how many pieces of this, but should that reaches $5,000, any new projects in our launchpad, the person who holds a $5,000 worth of tokens and above will be the first in the list to own another, to be part of another project. And of course, according to Jack Ma, be the first, period. So that's what Jack Ma just said. Right now, we seek to be the first in the Web3, to be the first solid social media. Now, we also have a centralized exchange. Should you want to participate on the activity of the ecosystem, there is a centralized exchange there. You can ride on to that and probably earn a portions of all those exchange. We also have that function. Now, our tokenomics, we have the buy tax and sell tax. The reason why we do this, because some other projects, they don't have this kind of protection. That's why they will be hit by rug pull or pump and dump, people who would love, who are just on the side of business, because there are two kinds of people right now. People who buy tokens because they would love to bring these tokens to the whole new level. People also who are just looking it on a business perspective, like a conversion exchanger perspective. They will buy huge amount of tokens during the ICO, and once it goes on the exchanger, they will unload it all. So if that happens, our ecosystem already creates a proof that will, like a shock absorber for those people who have that kind of mentality. Now, after the ICO, should friends miss the ICO price? Because ICO price is very, very cheap. After the ICO, probably the value of one SRT should be something like 0.003 or 0.005 for that matter, because you're buying it at 0.0015. Then next round is 0.00118. Then after it goes live on exchangers, it will now be on 0.002. So if it reaches like 0.005 or nearing towards like 0.01 now, and people who still find the token still very affordable, so they would love to buy, but they miss the ICO. They will buy it on the exchanger. Now, when they buy, we will have the 10% tax. This 10% tax, we divide it into 3 categories. 2% from the buy tax. We will be rewarding this evenly, depending on the amount of tokens. No, sorry, not evenly, but depending on the amount of tokens you're holding. 2% will be given to that. So you might be very surprised that all of a sudden, the quantity of your crypto suddenly increases. The SRT quantity increases. Why is it happening? Is it staking? No, it's not staking yet. It is rewarding the people who go with us on the journey. That reward, we call it the holding reward. It comes from the buy tax. 2% of that will go to the holding rewards for people who hold. Now, 4% out of the 10, 4% out of the 10 will now go towards liquidity. Another 4% will go towards marketing. This is what I'm talking about a while ago, that we will be present in all countries and cities. Why? Because the 4% will be using it as awareness on marketing, probably in a form of food feeding or whatever awareness we will do for our solid social Web3 application on SRT. Because what we would like to create from that perspective is we want to create a positive solution on that specific country and that city. So 4% will be allocated based on the buy tax. Now, for people in the ICO time, and they would love to sell some of their tokens, there will be a 12% tax attached to it. 2% again will be given toward the holders. 5% will be added to liquidity. Another 5% will be funding the marketing, like I said, supporting the awareness of what our Solid Social is all about, our NFTs and all those stuff in our ecosystem. So I hope I made clear with the whole tokenomics thing. This is our shock proof, our pump and dump proof for those people who would just like to ride the waves of prosperity in Solidray. So if you happen to be on the ICO and you buy a huge amount and you would want to suddenly dump it, it is okay. There is no problem about that, because we will have the sell tax attached to it. So again, that is how our tokenomics look like. Now our ICO price, we are still on our first round. It's 0.0015. Our minimum is $50 US, our minimum. For those people who want to be part of the community, who want to be part of this project, owning a token is as simple as owning an SRT token. Once you have 1 million tokens, there will be another bonus attached to that. So from the first round, we go to the second round. After the second round, we now comply with all our projects. Then we now be present on exchangers. We are looking on the idea to be on the Ape Swap or in the Pancake Swap. And soon thereafter, in the Trust Wallet, you will be seeing our logos attached to our token. Now, what happens after the ICO? What happens after the ICO? Your dashboard, wherein you saw your quantity of tokens in your dashboard, it will now be transferred straight to your wallet, which wallet you attach to it by the time you purchase the token. It will now reflect there. After the ICO, there will be a program which we will now deploy. We call it the SRT Revolution. This SRT Revolution rewards people who wants to share the good thing of SRT, people who wants to share the good thing about the community. They will be rewarded if the tone of their sharing will translate into the SRT Revolution. They will be rewarded with tokens. The total allocation for this referral program, word of mouth program, is 1 billion SRT token. So be very ready with that, because after the ICO is fully consumed, we will now launch the Solidray Revolution. The good thing about this Solidray Revolution, because this will run in 100% smart contract. That means there is no such thing as request to withdraw on your dashboard. Your dashboard is just there for the ICO, but after the ICO, it will now level up into a Web3 social media. All of those things will now be forwarded straight to your wallet. It will be in a form of a smart contract. So that is how we want to mean transparency in terms of rewarding people who would love to share the goodness of our Solidray token. The reason why people love to share this, because every time a person holds, it adds liquidity to your token. When you put your money in the bank, let's say you have 10 million pesos, you put your money in the bank. Probably the bank which is very famous in our country. For those people who don't know the Philippines, we have famous banks here like BDO, like Metro Bank, like East West, BPI. if you will be putting your money there as a depositor, and you will end up sharing people because of the beauty of BDO. My question to you right now, will your deposit increase in quantity? No, sir. Why? Because you are talking fiat. But you love to share because you are a satisfied depositor, which is also can be translated as subscriber. In the solid social, every time you open your mouth, every time a saliva spreads, it won't be a disease. It means monetize. It's not COVID anymore. It means monetization. So open your mouth. Don't be scared. Just make sure you brush your teeth so that you can be you can monetize those salivas there. Okay, so much for that saliva thing. How to start, how to sign up at this point of time, please talk to your friend. The friend who shared to you the link, talk to him. He will assist you. He will guide you through. The best thing for you to do right now, if should you want to go on a fast transaction, buy Smart Chain BNB. So for those who are new, please ask your friend for the link. You can sign up. It's for free. Then people also who shared this SRT to your friend, please do assist them. Because remember, the moment they purchase their tokens, you will be rewarded also with that. Every 1 million tokens purchased, you will be rewarded 5% in both BNB Smart Chain token with value and SRT. Should you want to reconvert that BNB into SRT because you want more volume on your SRT, you may do so. So how to contribute? Like what I said, you can talk to your friend who invited you. Now, if you are very new to crypto and you want to start crypto, the best thing is you open your Trust wallet. Be very meticulous on the 12-phrase key. Write this down. Trust wallet doesn't want you to screenshot this. So no matter how it prohibits you for your own safety. Why? Because should you download some app and if that app is malicious, it has a bug attached to it who in return would like to seek screenshots that looks like a 12-phrase key, then it might jeopardize your account. So I suggest you copy clearly. Do not be in a hurry. Write it down. If it's in a small cap, make it. If it is with numerics, write it down. You don't please write it clearly, because if you miss any of those words, you cannot have the access to your funds. Should you write it clearly and all those present are the clear patterns of your 12-phrase key. And if you lose your phone, you can just access a new phone, download the Trust Wallet app and deploy your 12-phrase key. You can still have the comforts and control of your funds. So this is our roadmap. We are on phase 1. Then we now focus on phase 2. Every phase we go, we jump, there is a point of our SRT already going on. So like I said, we want to be on long term. Why? Because we want to spearhead the Web3 solid social media on SRT. We want to be on every city. We want to teach every school. We want to teach every business. We want that our solid social will be a byword next to Facebook. That is what we want. For people, for communities, for countries who embrace crypto, we want to be present in all those countries and cities. Why? Because we want to be a positive change for both business, corporate, skilled workers, normal people who would want to be part of our solid social. This is the haven for you. This is the best place for you. So that's the beauty of our project. Now, at this point of time, you can now search on our website, www.solidray.io. You can view the people in charge there. The brilliant minds of our founder. We have our COO. Our founder is from Nigeria. COO is from the Philippines. Our relations, human communication is from Africa. We have friends from UK. We have Solidray is composed of like-minded people all over the world, creating a positive change towards Web3. That is what we are, and that is what we seek to achieve. So right now, my presentation about the ICO and everything and the introduction of what our Solidray ecosystem ends. So now I would like to redirect your attention on this specific project, the Web3. Now, what you are seeing right now in the internet is Web2. Web2 is where Facebook belongs. Our mobile access belongs to Facebook. The apps that you are downloading, Uber, Food Panda, Grab, or whatever apps you are holding right now, be it in Nigeria, South Africa, Middle East, Moscow, Philippines, Bohol, Iloilo, Samar, wherever you are right now, that is on Web2. On Web2, it's the corporate monetizing your data. You will be placing features on Facebook, and Facebook will have a share of that. You give your portions of it. What is Web3? Web3 is the development of Web2. A while ago, I read the article from Vitalik Buterin, which was featured in the Yahoo page. According to Vitalik Buterin, towards the end of August this year, Ethereum now perfects the first phase of Web3. It gives me goosebumps. It makes my heart pound so fast. Why? Because what we try to advocate, what we try to spearhead now on the Solid Social is enhancing, developing, monetizing, creating a positive solution on Web3. And that is what we are right now. And here comes Vitalik Buterin, the author of no less than the smart contract Ethereum, which is the father of all smart contract, which is also the father wherein Binance is looking up the EVM Ethereum virtual machine for the smart contract, just announced that they now fully comply the first phase of Web3. So can you imagine the goosebumps that I have? My dear friends, we are counting not just the whole 10 fingers, but only the right hand finger. Can you imagine if this equates to 1 year? So in less than 5 years, take a look on what SRT token would value. If it will value $1 in the next 5 years, and what you are holding is 1 million SRT token, will 5 years be a hell of a wait? I don't think so. We were locked down in the Philippines for nearly 2 years. We are going towards the 3rd year. Nothing happens and life goes on. We are just thankful for the project right now. I don't think so. It will last 5 years for Solidray to hit $1. Why? Because according to Vitalik Buterin, this coming August, the first phase of the Web3 through the Ethereum smart contract, they are now going to launch it. Can you imagine that? August. So let's say, for example, next year, let's say 2 years, 3 years from now, we will hit $1 million. Don't you know that after my presentation, there is what we call a wheel of fortune going on? And if you're lucky, you will receive 10,000 SRT token. 3 years from now, if that reward of yours shoots to $1 and you never add any of that, I'm sure you will bite your elbow. Why? Because you miss the opportunity. Picture yourself out if this is Bitcoin and you were given a chance to go back in time during the time when Bitcoin was still on ICO. I bet you will hoard as many Bitcoin as you can. Now we give the same experience. It will be very impossible for you to invest on Bitcoin now because the quantity is no longer there. You cannot buy as many as you can in terms of quantity. But with the ICO of Solidray, matched with the project which is Web3 social media, it will blow your mind away. Now, can you imagine how much the Web2 is earning? Netflix is earning in subscription fees 3.3 billion. If you translate that into Web3, into our Solid Social, and that same figure, 3 billion, distributed in our SRT token, can you imagine how much is that in value per token? If you have your calculator, you better calculate. You better calculate it right now. Let's just say $1. Let's just say 5 years. Wow, it would be a hell of a ride. 5 years, and you're holding 100 million SRT token. That means you will be $100 million what is this guy within the next 5 years. But because technology moves so fast, let's say 4 years, let's say 3 years. This is not hype, my dear friends. This is figures and facts. Why? Because Web3 will be the cradle of coins and tokens. Now, if you are on SRT and you're in a hurry, you purchase your token sometime last December and you're in a hurry, I suggest you go ahead. I suggest you go ahead. You better take your token to the next project and you go ahead, probably because you are in a hurry. I don't seem to understand why you are in a hurry. If you are in a hurry, then so are we. So the name of the game after you purchase token is SRT Revolution and patience. That is the name of the game. Bag as many tokens as possible. Use our tools, use our affiliate links so that you will have more tokens should you want to have more tokens on the SRT. So this is Web 2, my dear friends. If that will translate into Web 3 in token form, that will add liquidity to our SRT token. Now, I want you to redirect your attention. Let's focus on the word Web 3 because NFT is just as easy as creating an art, place on the marketplace, put a crypto attached to it, and that's it. I would want to redirect your attention on Web 3. Let us study together on Web 3 before we go to our Wheel of Fortune so that you will understand, so that I won't be seeing any questions and message about Sir Roy, when is the value coming up, blah, blah, blah. It just shows that you are not listening and that you are daydreaming and probably you are wandering to some other place. We need to be a real transparent people, a people with a brilliant mind so that you will know what you are doing. It is important that you understand what the Web3 social media of Solidray and why the hell you are buying this token. That is what we would want to achieve. We need to understand that. So I will read. I'm sure you can follow this. The evolution of the web. Can you imagine? Web 1. Web 1 was the first iteration of the web. It's just like reading. So you are just like reading a newspaper. That was the first. If you notice during the 90s, when you connect on the internet, a sound that says like that, it's dial up. And we were so fascinated with that during the time. The first social media that raked in by storm was Friendster. The first chat group was MIRC. I hope you have experienced that. ICQ and other forms of chat. We were the first one to do, spending more time playing. The first role play game was StarCraft. There was no Dota at that time. When Dota arrives, people go crazy. Now we'll come to Web 2. Web 2 was the era of fast computer. Most of us, during the Web 2 era, Facebook was now the name of the game because of the farming and stuff like that. Friendster suddenly become obsolete. People now shift to Facebook. From that there on, Web 2 was being enhanced. Web 2 creates the Uber. Web 2 creates Food Panda. Web 2 creates everything. Now the Web 3 is coming up. When decentralization took place, when Vitalik Buterin, the author of Ethereum, placed the smart contract in the Ethereum, it changed the name of the game. So monetization apps went now on the Web3. We also have now the Web3, my dear friends, is Web3 enhances the internet as we know today with a few other characters in the Web3. The character is verifiable. That's the character of Web3. Trustless. Because of smart contract, you don't need to know the person. Smart contract now governs everything. Smart contract now creates a trustless transaction. No need for screw agreement, stuff like that. Self-governing, permissionless, distributed and robust, stateful, and it also creates a native built-in payments. So right now, tokens play their own characters and value. If you are on a project of utility, there are other tokens which has also a character built to that. So you notice right now, tokens and coins now play a significant role as we gear towards Web3. In Web3, developers don't usually build and deploy applications that run on a single server. There will be no server lags on Web3 because unlike the Web2, in the Philippines, we were hit by a tremendous data loss during the earthquake in Taiwan, because they said a submarine cable snapped from the server in Singapore. With Web3, it will not work that way anymore, because Web3 will now work on all those locations wherein computers have good speed and power. So they will now collaborate and they will now add speed to that. That is the power of Web3. And it is run on complete decentralization. The good thing about Web3 is they have their own native payments. In our Solid Social, we have our own native token, which is the SRT token. Our Solid Social supports the interoperability, meaning should you want to go inside our Web3 social media, if I am to describe our Web3 social media, it is just like you go to the mall. I'm sure in every country you have your own mall, right? When you go inside the mall, picture yourself out. That is our Web3 social media on a real world. When you go inside, there are so many boutiques there. So you will end up buying something in boutiques. Let's assume those boutiques are subscribers. Subscribers who have their own interest in our Web3 social media service. Like if you have the massage skill, then you embrace our Solid Social, you embrace our subscription fee, then you launch your service there. Before you can buy the service inside our Solid Social, you must adhere to our native payment, which is the SRT. So your tokens now, because our Solid Social has a connectivity on whatever tokens you want, or your crypto, you will convert your crypto with value to SRT so that you can go ahead and make a shopping list of whatever you want in our Solid Social, my dear friends. So that's the beauty of our Solid Social. That is why we are going full blast and we are going long term, because we will be registering that in all countries that supports crypto. So that is our Solid Social. Now, apart from that, I would like to introduce to you this person. The name of this person is Nick Szabo. Nick Szabo was the person, he is a cryptologist, he is a computer scientist, at the same time a lawyer. He is the guy who conceptualized the smart contract. 1994, he conceptualized it already. And to be very exact, the one who adopts the smart contract is the vending machine. That was his project. When Vitalik Buterin saw this, he now envisions to digitalize and automate this. That is why Ethereum was made. Because Ethereum is the first programmable cryptocurrency that runs on a smart contract, whereas Bitcoin is not a programmable crypto. Bitcoin was the father of all crypto, that yes, it can be done. Yes, it can be done on decentralization if you do this on finance. With the help of Nick Szabo and the brilliant minds of Vitalik Buterin, smart contract was formulated. And true enough, the character of a smart contract is complete, immutable, and irrevocable. So before you buy your SRT token, my dear friends, because we are not a multi-level marketing company, we are a Solid Social Web3 project that has a token. So right now, if you are a networker, if sitting at the comforts of your home, your experience is in networking, that is also a good sign, because you can embrace referral program. But remember, should you want to be very successful in the field of crypto, unload your being a networker. Why? Because a networker is like a donkey with a saddle in the eye. Can you imagine that? I will repeat. A networker is a person who has this in his eyes. Because the company would say, are you open-minded? Yes, I am open-minded. Okay, you come to us. We will give you options for you to earn. Once you are there, they prohibit you to go and look for other opportunity. That is the most stupid thing the networking did to people, empowering them that they only have to focus on one. In crypto, my beloved friends, you don't need to focus on one coin. You can buy as many coins as you can, provided you understand the core principles of what smart contract is, what a project is, and what a utility token is all about. Crypto is not like a wife that you will stick to it until Jesus calls you home. No, crypto is something that you can have and have it more. It's just like having a wallet that you place dinar, you place Singapore dollar, you place everything there. The good thing about it is automated. You don't have to go to exchangers and exchange your dinars or ruble, or for that matter. You can just click your Ray wallet, exchange what crypto you want, then there you go. So for those people who only holds one crypto, please open your mind. Hold SRT, hold Web3, hold Shiba Inu, hold tokens with projects, hold BAT. BAT is a very nice token, supports on the Web3, because BAT is a browser that pays you when you do your browsing. BAT, BAT, you buy that. Also, other tokens. Anyway, for those people who would love to buy cryptos, you can message me. The reason why we will teach you this, so that you would love to be part of the Solidray. Because Solidray creates a positive solution for people. If you only have one, how can that be a solution to you? So we will teach you. We will teach you business. We will teach you entrepreneur. We will teach you how to do NFT. We will have a Solidray Academy that will teach people to have a free mind, people to have to be an entrepreneur, so that you can enhance your subscription in our Solidray ecosystem. Now, the Web3 character, like I said, if I will now repeat, Web3 enhances the internet as we know today because it is verifiable, trustless. The reason why that is trustless, because of smart contract. Smart contract and decentralization, that is where interoperability comes in. Self-governing, permissionless, distributed and robust, stateful, with a built-in native payment. Now, these are the guys who enhance the smart contract. A while ago, you have seen CZ from Binance. Can you imagine how stupid he is? Stupid because he envisioned to create two blockchains in one platform. Can you imagine that? Nobody has ever built that. Vitalik Buterin built the Ethereum. But it took Vitalik Buterin so many years to be on the proof of stake. While CZ and Justin Sun, it took them just 2 years to understand that it has to be run on a proof of stake. So now Vitalik Buterin, being the father of smart contract, announces that by August, Ethereum will now be on the first phase on the stake and the Web3. So can you imagine that, guys? You are here not because a friend invited you, because they want to have a portions of your SRT by buying SRT. That is not the main reason. You are here because they want you to join and take this leap of transformation once we go on Web3. That idea of commission and stuff like that is just a reward for people who understand and share the goodness to people. You don't feel bad about a friend gets a reward, because that's how the community does. The community will reward. Apart from that, the community will create people who would love to share, like speakers and community moderators. This community will also take care of that. If you want to be part of that, then just go ahead and approach us, because in every place we will register the Solid Social. There will be community coordinators attached to that. Now, Justin Sun wants to create decentralization on the web through the use of his native token Tron, or TRX. TRX or the Tron or the TRC20. There are also crypto holders present now, like other cryptos who are under the Tron chain. This is your father, Justin Sun. For those who are under the Ethereum chain, the ERC20, this is also your father. Take a look if this looks like you. For Binance, because Binance, that is where the Solidray is. This is the father, CZ. AZ&T, this is your father, TRX. So other cryptos, this is what you call interoperability. Can you imagine if crypto is a networking? They will throw stones at each other. Why? Because networking always claims we are number one. There is no such thing as number two in network marketing multi-level. But in crypto, because of interoperability, they support each other because each other's project works together perfectly hand in hand. That is what we call interoperability. So I hope you understand now. If you want to print a shirt, you better print the word interoperability and put coins attached under to it. Why? Because that is the name of the game in the crypto, especially on Web3. So this is what Justin Sun wants to think about. Under the throne, we have the BitTorrent. He wants to decentralize the internet. You are talking of Web3. You are talking of Web3 using also Tron as their utility token. In the case of SRT, SRT welcomes whatever crypto you're holding because SRT is a magnet creating an opportunity, a wide array of opportunity for those who love crypto. Now, for the benefit of all who are sitting on the comforts of your home, it was Belarus, the first country in the entire Europe, last December 21, 2017. Belarus creates what is this? The smart contract decentralization as part of their legislation. So they legalized the smart contract. That was in Belarus. So for you, for added wisdom, now you know that in Belarus, if you want to open a crypto company, Belarus welcomes you, while America and the rest of the country is still thinking on what to do. Now, why did I place the smart toilet? Smart toilet. Can you imagine? I would want to build this kind of toilet in my place. Why? I will put a QR code attached to this one. So if people would love to, crypto enthusiasts would love to use the toilet, this is a smart toilet. By the way, I was the one who pictured this in Paris. 500 meters away is the Eiffel Tower. I was so impressed with this smart toilet. You put in €2, the toilet will be yours for 15 minutes. You can take a bath. There is an iron press there. You can do whatever you want there for the next 15 minutes. I find this very exciting if I'm going to start this in my place. So can you imagine a smart toilet creating a smart contract? Now, when I attend the crypto summit in Munich, this is a smart car, the BMW smart car, electric car. So my wife was so thrilled and fascinated because it was her first time to see a car being charged in one of the neighborhoods in Paris. So I told them, in the Philippines, you are charging the phone. In here, you're charging the car. So this car also runs in smart contract. So can you imagine that? We have smartphones. And because we are on the Web3, your smartphone will mean so much. Now, the reason why I touch this is the reason why it adds more integrity to you when you purchase the token. I will really want you to understand how it is to hold the SRT token during the ICO. Put this in mind. The ICO gives a very, very reasonable price for you to buy crypto. Before you buy that, please do consider smart contract, interoperability, all these things. You need to consider that to give you more awareness and to give you more emphasis on your heart so that you will trust and you will be with the Solidray on a long-term basis. So these are the examples of a smart contract, like the jukebox. Now, for those who would love, in the Philippines, for those who would love to buy crypto, download the Click app, because sometimes 7-Eleven will go offline. So you download the Click app, request from there. Then once you have it, you go to 7-Eleven, you pay in the counter, then you go cash in through your GCash and Coins PH, then you can proceed and buy the Binance Smart Chain. In Coins.ph, you can choose a wide variety of crypto there. I suggest you choose Bitcoin Cash because it's a cheaper gas fee. You buy the Bitcoin Cash or XRP, convert your peso to XRP on your Coins.ph, then go through the verification process. For the new people here attending, please talk to your friend. Ask for the referral link of GCash so that you can download the right app. Ask for the referral link of Binance so that you can also load the right Binance app. Otherwise, if you want to go on your own, because you might be hitting the word upline downline syndrome because you cannot let go of being a networker, and some people on the networking field, because they are already a leader, doesn't want to be the word downline or under or something, or all those bullshit in the downline upline category, crossline, blah blah blah. Take that away from here, because we don't welcome the downline, crossline, blah 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 shit in our Solidray community, because the Solidray community is a people of like-minded. These are not, it is not a networking multi-level space. It is a crypto business space. So we will teach you the business language in the crypto world. No downline, no upline. Just link. Give your link. Help your friend by giving them the right link. And of course, when you give the right link, you get the reward. I will show you later what is that reward all about. Now, in the smart chain, the smart contract literacy, we have the Ethereum, the Tron, and the Binance. Our Solid Social is under the Binance category. The Web3 social media platform, like I said, this is a social media platform which look exactly the same like Facebook. Again and again, the reason why we will be putting permits to all countries and all cities, because we would want to create bringing Solid Social SRT Web3 platform as means of solution to people in that locality. Now, the Solid Social will run under the native token SRT on a BIP20 utility token. Solid Social will be a perfect solution to both individual and business. The Solid Social is a perfect partner to learn, share, and earn. The Solid Social, one good feature, my dear friends, the reason why we want to register our Solid Social, because we want to be the first to create a real, transparent, crimeless, if it's possible, app. The reason why crimeless, because our app supports the Solid Social Rate Me. What is that? Example, you are a skilled worker. You go ahead and subscribe in our Solid Social. You perform your skills, advertise your skills there. Suddenly, people in your locality use and click you and ask for your skills because they love the way you converge. They love the way you do. They will now rate you in terms of 5-star. The moment you get 5-star, the Solidray, our Solidray, will collect all those 5-star. We will now categorize it and blast it on all our merchants. If that merchant is a hotel, we would ask them if should you want that portions of your marketing advertising will be in a form of service for people who are in our rate me list who have given a 5-star rating. If you are a merchant for that matter, and you saw this Web3 social media of Solidray raking by the millions in terms of download and membership subscription, of course you would be very happy to share a portion of your service in terms of maybe food dining or maybe overnight stay for two. All you need to do is just do good, be good, and share the goodness of Solidray Web3 social media, then that Solidray Rate Me will hit you. So if you're a guy from General Santos, if you're a guy from one city in the Philippines, and you're doing good in your Solid Social undertaking, you get so many rewards. Now it can gives you a chance to tour other cities because there will be merchants who would love to give you rewards from that. That is why we vision that with Solid Social Web3, we can help lessen crime, because inside our Solid Social are real, transparent people who would want to do transparent things because they would want to be the best because of the rate me feature in our Solid Social. Can you imagine that? If you cannot imagine that, then I am talking to a statue of liberty. You are not a human being. Now, so the Solid, we will also have a Solid Social Ray Academy which focus on NFT. Like I said, NFT is open for all, not just the young. It opens for all. If you are old enough and you still have the spatial, the art intelligence, you can. If you are a tribal leader from Baguio, from the Maranao tribe, from whatever tribes you want, and you would want to create tribal designs, there will be people on that tribe in our Solid Social who would also love to subscribe on Metaverse and create a tribal space that would seem to be like they are in their tribe. So they will be buying NFTs for that. And if you are the one supplying that kind of art, do you understand what I'm talking about? That is money, my dear friends. That money translates to adding liquidity on our Solid Social and on our SRT token. Now, at this point of time, I now translate to you the rewards program in the ICO. Right now, our ICO also has a rewards program. If your friend present now seem to be very excited because of what's going on the news, on the facts, not on the hype and all those things, they would love to buy crypto. And that SRT crypto amounted to 1 million crypto. You, on the other hand, who share the good thing to your friend, will receive 5% in SRT tokens add to your quantity of tokens. Plus, you will also receive 5% on BSC or Binance Smart Chain token. Binance Smart Chain is a loaded token of value. So if you want to hold Binance through Smart Chain, through the use of our rewards on the ICO, every time you share this to a friend and that friend translates to 1 million tokens up, you will receive both 5% in SRT and 5% in BUSD. Now, the reason why I'm so fascinated with the word referral, because I live with that, I speak with that, and I am a true language to that. Sometime during the pandemic, when Trust Wallet was still not part of Binance, Trust Wallet gives a feature of refer a friend. I was the one who received 350,000 Trust Wallet token because I share and teach people about the good thing of what a Trust Wallet is. And true enough, that Trust Wallet token creates now value. The value now is, the existing value now is, if I may check, I will check so that it would be very nice that we will be updated, because what I just shared to you is the screenshot of my wallet taken last year. You don't need to view this year. Last year is good enough. So let me check. Okay, the Trust Wallet token is now at 34.67 pesos. Last January, it was 61 pesos. Now it is 34. So if you have your calculator with you, you multiply 350,000 times 34.67. That is the value of my Trust Wallet token now. If you're going to ask me, should I sell it? My reply is no. Why? Because I would wait for that to reach $5 or $1 or whatever I would want to want it. So it just stay in my wallet. These tokens were the result of rewards, the result of me sharing and teaching others about the beauty of what Tron is under the Forsage Smart Chain, of what Cosmos is under the Cosmos program, what Ethereum is under the Forsage Ethereum, what VeChain is under the supply chain program. These are the rewards that I get out of sharing. When you share the SRT, you get also the reward on the ICO and after the ICO. Because after the ICO, there will be a program that is on complete 100% smart contract. The name is SRT revolution. But make no mistake, SRT is not a networking company. It is an innovation that creates a positive solution both to people, business, and corporate. We call it the Web3 social media. That is our Solid Social. We have the NFT, we have the Launchpad, and we also have the decentralized exchange. These are the components that creates power in the smart contract. Remember, the one that creates value to the smart contract is transaction, and every transaction creates electric. Every electric creates value, and this value translates to our SRT token. Before I will close this, and I will give this to our CEO, remember, you might be surprised about my presentation right now. This is a full throttle presentation. I would want you to understand the way I understand Solid Social, our ecosystem. Because once you understand this, even though you're sleeping, your mouth will be, you'll be talking. How will the SRT token do value? Number one, the Solid Social subscription. Can you imagine the Solid Social subscription? We will be present in all countries and cities because we want to create positive change like Facebook is doing to business, corporate, and skilled personalities. That is one key feature that our SRT will have utility, will have, value. Will have value because of that subscription fee. Next is the merchant advertising. Merchants will advertise in our Solid Social. Next is the NFT marketplace transaction. There will be sales attached to it. The NFT Academy, people will go and enroll there. The DEX exchange and fees. We have the centralized exchange. We also have the tokenomics when people buy and when people sell. And the Launchpad. When people create new programs in the Launchpad, all this will add value to our SRT token on a phase-by-phase basis. So if you are holding SRT right now, be very inspired within the next 3 years. If you are holding SRT right now and it gives a frown on your face because I told you 3 years, then I am sorry to tell you, this is not the place for you to be because you would want that SRT is like chili. When you eat it, it will just explode your, no. SRT is not like that. Our Solid Social is not like that. Solid Social will be the byword. If that will happen, there will be progress phase by phase by phase. But of course, the value also increases. Now, it might not be that 3 years or maybe less than 3 years, but just focus yourself on 3 years. And let's say $1 in the next 3 years. So between now and the next 3 years, bag as many SRT token as possible. Now, our Solidray ecosystem community, it promotes subscribers' interest in all aspects. It creates a common sense solution to small, medium, and corporate enterprise. A while ago, I was talking to one of my friends who owns a school. I told him, allow me to present to you my project, the Solid Social project. When he begins to see the picture, he told me, Roy, this project is really very good. I will be subscribing in this project and put the name of my school in this project. I told him, of course, because if your school will now adopt the hybrid form of learning, that means you can also open for an enrollment on distant learning. He was so excited and he was so, it blows his mind away. And I told him, first thing you will do is you go subscribe because you are on business. The best thing for you to subscribe is you buy maybe 10 million, 100 million, use that 100 million as an asset to your business because you are part of the Solidray community. He was very happy. So probably within the course of next month, they will prepare something because they would buy as many tokens as possible, probably beyond 10,000 US dollar. And let that be the holdings of their business. See, can you picture out this? The reason why I am sharing that, because the blood of the ecosystem, the language of the ecosystem flows now in my blood. That is why I want to share this with you. It doesn't matter even though if you're in the Eskimos, because there are people there in the Eskimo, they can also hold SRT there. Probably we can go there in terms of tourism. We can also love that they will become our tour guide in the Solid Social. Why not? If you're in Africa, you can buy, or you can also do corporate, you can also do business subscription, you can also do anything, because this is a common sense solution based on your locality. It maximizes potential and support new ideas that will help shape the blockchain technology. That is our ecosystem. It lessens fraud and illegal transaction due to the rate me, reward me feature. Can you imagine that feature in our Solid Social? It helps promote cities and countries by their natural wonders through Solid Social Web3 media, because municipalities would love to subscribe in our Solid Social. It does not create prejudice to other crypto holders, but rather it empowers them to be more proactive by being a Solid Social subscriber. Now, once the money remittance will hit on Web3, you will be having the biggest chunk of it. We will be having the biggest chunk of it in our Solid Social. Vitalik Buterin just said, like what I told you a while ago, Ethereum co-founder Vitalik says blockchain is highly anticipated. Merge, take note of that word, merge will happen in August of 2020. This time around, competition is fury, while interoperability is the answer. That's why the name is merging. It's now time to merge, complement, and work hand in hand. Now, these are the pictures that I have during the passion of one of my travels. If you must have seen sometime last Thursday, Abdul Chico Mamintal was present. He was with me when we went to Europe. This was the Tower of Pisa. This was a good friend of mine. His name is Nuvo. So we attended the Gold Summit in Munich. So that is how nice it is to be part of the crypto world, because you can travel from one place to the other. By the time you share the project, it also appreciates from one mouth to the other, because when people begin to embrace your project, it adds again value to your project as well. Now, according to Jack Ma, just be the first, then the rest is history. Charles Darwin once said, "It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent that survives, but it is the one that is most adaptable to change." Web3 is fast approaching. Before it becomes a word of the locals, I'm sure you already ride the wave of Solid Social Web3. Thank you so much for listening for our ICO Plus. I'm sure you must have been fed and well fed by this presentation. COO, you can now take the floor for those who would want to ask questions.
Thank you so much for that detailed, very clear and wonderful presentation, Coach Roy. At this point, we are so blessed that we can be with a person behind Solidray today, because he is so busy. The person who started it, the person who had a great idea. So we have very good utilities in Solidray today. All right, so here's the Solidray CEO and the visionary founder and the person of Mr. Evans Joseph.
Hello, guys. Dr. Roy, thank you so much. That was a great presentation.
My brother, how are you?
I'm fine. Good evening. That was a wonderful presentation. In fact, it's a mind-blowing one. Seriously, guys, Roy has just taught us a very good ecosystem. I can assure you, Solidray is a project that people, I call it hidden gem. People don't know that is an hidden gem. Serious. With what we have in store, you'll be shocked what you are going to be having. Like Roy said, Solidray is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not an MLM. It's a crypto project with good ecosystem. That is what we have. We are not here to promise you that in the next 2 months, you are going to make $1 million with $1,000. No, that would be a joke if we tell you that. So what we are here is to elevate people from poverty, is to give people financial freedom. You understand? That is why we are here. We are here to make change, you know, in the crypto space. I can assure you, Solid Social is going to go viral. Solid Social is going to be so famous because of we, the team behind Solid Social. What Roy just shared with you guys, I can say that is just 30% of the whole ecosystem, what we have, what we want to do. That is what I would just tell you guys. It's just 30% of everything. I can, the good news is Solid Social has been registered in the UK, and also we have been registered and licensed in Dubai. We are going to receive our documentation in the next 21 days. Documentation to operate, license to operate in Dubai fully. So yes, so that is the good news, and that is not just all. We are going to be incorporated in the Philippines, in different countries. Seriously, in different countries. So just wait for it. The best you should do is get the ICO. You see, there are difference between when you join a project through ICO and join through after launch. You are making the whole bulk of money when you join the ICO, because now if you have 1 million SRT token, if you have 1 million SRT token and you are able to hold for a long term, the secret is Solid Social is going to be buying back Solidray token and bond. At the same time, Solid Social revenue, some of the revenue from Solid Social is going to be added to the liquidity of Solidray SRT token every month. People are going to say, what kind of token this project that has so much big liquidity? Because we are going to be adding liquidity every month to SRT. If, for instance, we are adding $500,000 monthly to a liquidity of SRT for 2 years, what do you think the value of your token will be? So that is another way we are going to benefit, the holders are going to benefit from us, because the liquidity adding and the token burning will take SRT to $1 for one. In a matter of, let's say, in less than 2 years. In less than 2 years. So that is why Roy said in 10 years, SRT will be $1. And it's true. That's just the fact. SRT will be $1. So our advisors, when we are investing, when we are pitching SRT to people, let us not tell them, oh, in 1 month, you're just going to make millions. No. Tell them for the long term, people that want to make wealth, people that want to make a lasting wealth. You understand? So, like I said, if you are here for a short term, SRT is not for you. Like he said, he's very right. You know, like some of the BSC people we have that are so, you know, impatient, they are pressuring, you know, they very anxious. You know, crypto is not a get-rich scheme. I kept telling people, crypto is not a get-rich-quick scheme. When you understand the crypto, when you understand how it's done, how it's being run, you make a lot of money. This is Roy that is having what's it called? He's having a Trust Wallet token for how many years? Going to 2 years now in his wallet. He hasn't sold. Seriously. I have a token in my wallet. I bought it 2016. It's still there in my wallet. You understand? It's not a, see, the best thing to do for your family is to build a portfolio for your family. Having a portfolio, like the way you have a house, I'm building a house for my family, you know, have a portfolio. Because in the next 10 years, I can assure you, that Trust Wallet token might be $10 for one token or $20 for one token. That is just a fact. Because the total market cap of crypto today is I would say the total market cap is 1 point something like 1.4 or 1.5 trillion. That's the total market cap.
1.5 trillion.
Yes, 1.5 trillion today. In the next 10 years, the total market cap of crypto might be 30 trillion.
Yes, that includes NFT. So,
yes, includes NFT, yes. Might be 30 trillion. And that Trust Wallet token might take like 2 billion inside. The Trust Wallet token will take $2 billion. And when it's $2 billion, it will automatically be like $50 for one token. SRT token will take like $2 to $3 billion market cap, or 5 billion market cap. So that is how it's done. It's a long-term thing. So imagine if SRT token is 5 billion market cap. SRT will be $5. It will be $5 if it is 5 billion. After we are burning, monthly burning, because we want to reduce the circulation from 10 billion to 5 billion with the buying back and burn, so that we will reduce it drastically. So in the next 10 years, with this buying back and burn, you'll be shocked that SRT will be left with 1 billion total supply, which is what you are holding, what everybody is holding. Those that are selling, we are buying their own and burn, buying their holdings and burn. If you sell, we buy it back, Solid Social, we burn it. So we that are holding our tokens will keep increasing in value. So that is it. So that is why you need to hold for a long term. That's why you need to hold for a long term. So Solid Social is a fully registered licensed company in the UAE, in UK. UK is the headquarters. UAE is the operating office. So it's not just a company that, oh, they would you verbally, you know, we are different. And we are not hiding behind the scene, you know, telling you to buy our token. We are fully doxed. We have full audit of our smart contracts by Solid Proof in Germany, Trust in Germany. So we are KYC by them. So everything is safe. And the social media we are creating, is a place whereby you can learn, you earn, you network, you meet people. You are going to be meeting a lot of people where, you know, courses are going to be on the platform whereby you can unlock with just few dollars. You can use SRT to unlock it. You can use few dollars, your credit card to unlock it. You start learning different area of life, financial intelligence, different thing. So that is it, guys. So the best thing you can do right now is to get the ICO. That's the best thing you can do right now. Invite people. I can see here we hit 170. Guys, we can assure you that 170 people can change the world. We don't need too much people. 170 people. If our heart is here, we can multiply this attendance. In the next 1 week, it will become like 500 and something people. So I encourage us, when we are coming, let's always invite at least 2 to 3 people invite over to come and listen. Invite them to come and listen to, you know, this is a lasting project. This is a project that people behind the project are, in fact, you have not even seen some of our team members. They are not on the website. The COO will tell you about some of our members that are not on the website. They are not on the Telegram group. They are outside, because these are not crypto people, but they are platform people, educationists. When it comes to education, when it comes to platform, people that have worked with Google, people that have worked with Digify Africa, that was hosted by Facebook. You know, these are the people. So that is it. So I encourage us, let's keep supporting the project, invite people, let's fill the ICO hard cap as soon as possible. We can do it. If you have communities, you know people, you have Facebook, WhatsApp group, talk to them about this project, this amazing project. By this week, by the grace of God, the web and the mobile app should be up. It should be up, and go there, sign up if you are not already there. Share your link to people, tell them to join, share on Facebook, tell them to join, tell them to sign up. So let's keep spreading the word of Solidray, Solid Social to the world. Let's keep spreading that word. Before you know it, we will take over. And there's something we are implementing right now. We are making SRT physical coin. SRT physical coin. The coin is like a Bitcoin. It's going to be shipped to Philippines. I'll discuss with the COO how the shipment will be. Anybody that buys SRT, the ICO or SRT token more than above $500, it will be given that the coin, the SRT physical coin. And when you have this SRT physical coin, by the time we are going to launch the Solidray Yacht Club, that will qualify you to mint the NFT that you will use as a pass. That's going to qualify you to mint the NFT we are going to create as a pass, because the NFT will be limited. It's not something that will be much. The highest NFT we are going to create is going to be like, highest will be like 1,000. So why you should hold this coin is, if you buy above 500, you have this coin, and that will qualify you to mint the NFT. So the number of the coin, that will be the number of the NFT we are going to mint. And the yacht NFT, Solidray Yacht Club, we are going to be hosting. We are going to be meeting in Dubai every half of every month, every 6 months. And meeting is just to enjoy ourselves or gather ourselves alone. We are going to be inviting industry thought leaders that will be speaking to us, big people in the industry. We are going to be inviting them as a host. Industry thought leaders, will be having them in Dubai, having a meeting. Then you will hear about business. You will hear about different opportunities in life. These are what we are going to be doing. So get yourself ready. Solidray is not just what people think on the Telegram group. That is why most of them are in a hurry. They want to launch. You understand? So it's not just that. It's way beyond that. So go write it down. The physical coin that qualifies you to mint our NFT. Later, then the Solidray Yacht Club that we are going to be launching worldwide. And we are going to be having our meeting in Dubai every 6 months. and inviting industry thought leaders that will be speaking to us. Everybody will be speaking. Roy will be speaking. It's going to be a massive one. It's going to be a massive one, guys. So let's get ready. Get your ICO. The ICO is what qualifies you to all these opportunities. So that is it, guys. That is all for now. We'll keep updating you regarding the app launch this week. By the grace of God, it will be up soon. Thank you so much, guys. God bless you.
All right, thank you so much, our very own visionary founder and CEO, Mr. Evans Joseph. Coach Roy?
Yes, next week, starting next week, we will be having a face-to-face presentation, business orientation forum for businessmen and merchants who would love to be part of the Solidray ecosystem. Also, we'll be sharing the significance of the physical token, the physical SRT token. For those who would be buying $500 worth of SRT token and up, there will be a, like what our CEO just said, there will be a physical token representation. And this physical token will be your ticket for NFTs and other functions, promotions abroad for Solidray token. Next month, I will be in Kidapawan. So I will be bringing SRT shirts, SRT mugs. Just stay tuned for where, so that you will know.
All right, thank you so much, Coach Roy.